evening, everyone, and welcome to our Village Board of Trustee meeting for Wednesday, July 8th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will everyone please remain standing for a moment of silence for a gentleman named Cyril Gagan. He was our building inspector here for a little more than a year and a half or so, and was also considered a great friend and a great human being, a humanitarian. Thank you all. Please sit down. Point, I have a roll call participants. Trustee Alpert?
Present.
Deputy Mayor Corrigan?
Present.
Trustee-Hogue?
Present.
Trustee Osborn?
Present.
And Mayor Curley, present. We have upcoming meetings. A regular meeting is scheduled for Monday, August 5th, 2024 at 7 p.m. And a regular meeting is scheduled for Monday, September 9th, 2024 at 7 p.m. I have a motion to approve the June 12th, 2024 Board of Trustee meeting minutes, please. Motion?
I'll make the motion. Trustee Osborn.
Second, Trustee Corrigan.
Second made by Trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. At this point, I have to do a motion for return of a bond, a release of performance bond for New Antrim Point. They had finished their project and completed all the concerns we had, so we'll return their performance bond. Can I have a motion, please, to release of the performance bond for New Antrim Point, please?
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee-Hogue.
Second made by Trustee Hogue.
Mike, get it.
Oh, too far away? I'm sorry. I thought you didn't want to hear me, Jim. But Jim, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll bring it closer. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. Can I get a motion for release of the performance bond for New Antrim Point, please?
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee-Hogue.
Second made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. At this point, I'd like to bring up the fire department, please. Anything to say, sir? I want to commend you on your dress code. You're dressed better than our trustee Clarke Osborn tonight. Very good, folks.
Well, thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Village Board. My condolences for the loss of your friend and our colleague. I have one item on the agenda for tonight, and it's the approval for a new member, Ryan Marshall, as a member in the Volunteer Hose Company number 1.
I have a motion for approval for Ryan Marshall as a new member of Volunteer Home Company 1. Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Osborn.
Second made by Trustee Osborn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Can you, sometime before the next meeting, just give us more information in reference to the new ladder truck we were getting? In reference to the question, as I want to know the uses it applies to on residential homes also, okay?
Yes.
All the uses you do. I think it's an important question.
Not a problem.
An answer on that.
I'll get it over to you right away.
From my experience, I know it's not just used for commercial buildings, it's used for residential.
Yes, as well. Yes.
Okay.
It is due to residential
If you could
fires
just send
after.
us something, whenever you have time, there's no rush.
Absolutely.
Before the next meeting, I would appreciate that. And
No
I want to
problem.
thank you guys for putting on a nice, with the public there, a nice show there at the firehouse and letting the public see what you do and the volunteer service you do, and we appreciate it. Just Clarke ate too many of the bagels, I didn't get one, but otherwise
Bagels.
it was good.
You said donuts. I got bagels.
Listen, I'm a donut
Thank you for
guy.
attending and supporting us as well. We do appreciate it. Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate you doing that, and there's even an idea to maybe do it once in a while another time with the hose company, sometime. I think the public would like it.
Couple years. I'll give you a break with this one.
I think the public would like it. And
Yeah.
I know Joe, with the other chief, with you, he would love it. He's all excited. He's already jumping up and down. He says, me too, me too. All right, we appreciate that.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Police Department, please. Lieutenant Martinez, please.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Village Board, and everybody here in the auditorium. This is the Police Department update. I'm stepping in for Chief Lachlan as he's unavailable today for the month of June of 2024. The Police Department responded to 936 calls of service. We wanted to make the board aware of a commercial vehicle enforcement detail that our department conducted on June 20th. As I am sure you are aware, crashes involving commercial motor vehicles can be much more serious than passenger vehicles due to the size of the vehicles and the cargo they are carrying. The purposes of these details that are conducted is to ensure commercial motor vehicles are operating in compliance with the law, are in good mechanical condition, have properly secured cargo, and to ensure drivers operating these vehicles are properly licensed and also qualified to operate these sorts of vehicles. During our detail on June 20th, numerous commercial vehicles were inspected by officers from our department who have received specialized training in commercial vehicle enforcement. A total of 50 traffic summonses were issued, 2 arrests were made, and a total of 22 unsafe commercial vehicles were taken out of service. It should be noted that when they're taken out of service, they are not permitted to be driven again until the out-of-service violations are corrected. This detail was extremely effective in removing unsafe commercial vehicles from our local roadways. We intend to conduct more of these types of details throughout the years, and we will keep the board apprised when we do conduct them. That's all I have for the month of June, unless you have other questions.
No, we're fine. Thank you very much, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Any questions for the Lieutenant?
Thank you.
No, thank you for that.
Thank you. Culture and Recreation, Cathy, please.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Village Board. A few things that we have coming up. Tonight, Clifford Theater has begun, so they are upstairs in the community room tonight. You might hear some singing, you might hear some running, you might hear a lot of fun noise. So they are going to be rehearsing from now until July 31st, and then if there's the last Wednesday in July, and then the performances will be on Friday, August 2nd, and on Saturday, August 3rd. So we look forward to seeing Addams Family. A lot of buzz about it. A lot of people have been talking about it. It's going to be a great show, so we're looking forward to that. The pool opened up last weekend, June 29th. Nice turnout. Swim lessons have begun. Day lessons started on last Monday, and that'll go for 3 weeks for the first session, and then 3 more weeks for the second session. And then evening lessons started last Tuesday, July 2nd, and that will go for 5 weeks straight in the evenings, on Tuesday nights and on Wednesday nights and on Thursday nights. Family Day at the pool is this Sunday, July 14th. We do need help with the barbecue and the setup. If anyone's available, we could use some assistance that day. So activities are going from 12 to 3. The pool is open from 11 o'clock to 8 o'clock that day. So we're looking forward to that. The theme is Hawaii. So if anyone has any Hawaii gear, wear it. Jazz it up. It'll be a fun day. Summer concerts in the park. We've had 2 so far, very good concerts. This coming Thursday, July 11th, is 8th grade science. The next Thursday, July 18th, is the kids' concert with Kirk Gallagher. And then Thursday, July 25th, we're going to wrap up the concert series with Reflections, the big band. So they started and they'll finish this concert series. So a lot of good things. Pool's going great. Very good summer so far.
Thank you, Kat. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard Clarke saying over there, he wants to volunteer for the grill for Sunday.
That is fantastic. Excellent.
I know you didn't hear him, I heard him, but
What a shock.
he's kicking his feet under the table.
And of course, sling some burgers.
There you go. So, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Kat.
Thanks, Kat.
Okay. At this point, I'd like to have a motion to open up public comment, please. Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Hogue.
Trustee Hall, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. At this point, if anyone's any comments they'd like to make, feel free. Being there's no public comment, I'd like to have a motion to please close the public comment, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by Trustee Osborn. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Alpert.
Second made by Trustee Alpert. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Charles, Department of Public Works, please.
Good evening. Item A, confirming Mayor Curley's appointment of Daniel Curtin to the position of Senior Clerk Typist for the Village of Suffern Department of Public Works.
Danielle has been a loyal employee for many years here. She's very competent in what she do, and I'm actually, proud of her and proud to work with her. And so I'd like to have a motion for Danielle Curtin to the position of Senior Clerk Typist, please. She comes
Trustee.
just so you know, she comes off a list too. Comes off a civil service list. So she scored very high. So motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee
Second
Alpert.
made by Trustee Alpert. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item B, authorizing Mayor Curley to execute a contract with Pittengarrow and Deutsch for professional service consulting consisting of construction management services for the sewage treatment plant UV replacement project in the amount of $86,400.
May I have a motion, please?
Trustee Osborn.
Execute a contract with Pittengarrow and Deutsch for professional service consisting of construction management, please. Motion, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by Trustee Osborn. Second, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Made by Trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. Item C, awarding the contract for the roadway improvements Phase 14 project to D.S. Meyer Enterprises, LLC.
That's just so everyone knows, that's to do, Washington Avenue, Clinton, that's to do Antrim, that's to do Park Avenue, that's to do Park Place, that's to do Mansfield. Okay, that's a multitude of roads on that side there, okay? Can I get a motion, please, awarding the contract for the roadway improvement Phase 14, please? Motion.
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Second, please.
Second, Trustee
Second
Hogue.
made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. Item D, awarding the contract for 2024 right-of-way improvements project to MFD Quality Construction.
I have a motion, please, awarding the contract for 224 right-of-way improvement project to MFD Quality Construction. Motion, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. A second, please. Trustee Osborn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, thank you.
Charles, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No executive session tonight. We have Mr. Genito, please. Treasurer.
Mayor, the first three items on the agenda are to amend the 24-25 budget to reflect the increases in the recently negotiated and agreed upon CSEA contract and the resolutions for the 2 police lieutenants. So if you want to take all three at the same time.
Yes, okay. So can I have a motion for, under the treasurer's thing, for items A, B, and C, amend 2024-25 budget for the fund budget for police lieutenants for the budget CSA retroactive pay and budget for negotiated salaries. Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Osborn.
Made by Trustee Osborn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, the next resolution regards the unusual event of having some very significant pro rata tax. This is where a property became taxable at the beginning of June of 2023, but it was already after the tax bills had been levied and the tax roll had been prepared. So what happens is it goes on the roll effective that date, and we collect the taxes this year. Normally, these changes from non-taxable to taxable are very small. So the pro rata taxes are maybe $20,000 or $30,000, so we don't even worry about anticipating anything for the budget. In this particular case, it's over $400,000. Wow. And it happened to be the property that was formerly owned by Avon and was purchased by Regeneron. In any event, this is to amend the budget, the current budget, to take those funds and just simply provide that the budget recognizes the pro rata tax of $400,000 and puts it into the contingent account, which, if it isn't spent in a contingent account, rolls back the fund balance anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Genito. Can I have a motion to amend the 2024-2025 general fund budget for unusual and infrequent pro-rata taxes, please? Motion, please.
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee
Second made
Corrigan.
by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
The last resolution is to establish the project 2025-001, which is the road improvements Phase 14. That is basically setting up the budget for the resolutions that you just passed under Charles's area of the agenda for the roadway improvements and the right-of-way improvements.
Right. Can I get a motion to establish capital project 2025-001, improvement phase 14, please? Motion, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Hogue.
Second made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Genito. Trustees, have anything to say? Nothing? Any comments, anything?
Just condolences to the Gagan family, and, Matt, for all of us, I'm sure we all feel the same way. You did a good job with us, and, definitely went too quick, and Mayor Curley, I know you've been friends with Sarah for a long time, and I just send my condolences to you and your family as well.
Thank you. At this point, I'd like to have a motion to, being that our building inspector was ill for a short time here and also passed away, I brought back our building inspector, Steve Conley, as an independent contractor for a short time. So I'd just like to make a motion to bring back Steve Conley as an independent contractor for the village of Suffern. He had previously had this position up to October 28th, 2022. Can I get a motion, please?
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Osborn.
Second made by Trustee Osborn. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Mike, I think I have to go back to my fault. Oh, no, that's my last thing. I got it. I apologize. It's my last thing, my roll call vote. I apologize. Now, I'd like to have a resolution increasing the base salary for our code enforcers, Michael Stark and Randy Ortiz. They go out, their job is getting increasingly tougher. They're out a lot more nights, a lot more weekends, and they've been here for many years, so it has to do with a longevity increase also, and it has to be approved by the union, which I already talked to the local union president, and so this will take effect after that's signed off with the union and the village, okay? So be enacted by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Suffern. Code enforcement officers Michael Stark and Randy Ortiz are employed by the Village of Suffern in such capacity more than 10 years, and whereas their duties require night and weekend work, and whereas it anticipated that in order to fully perform their duty, additional night and weekend work will be required, and where in recognition of their past service in excess of 10 years of night and weekends work, in anticipation of increased nights and weekend work, the Board of Trustees desires to increase the hourly rate of pay, not including longevity, by $5. Now therefore be, or 2000 BED by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Suffern at the hourly base rate of pay, not including longevity, Michael Stark and Randy Ortiz. Subject to contingent approval of addendum to June 1, 2022, May 31st, 2027, collective bargaining agreement by civil service employees. And association each in the Village of Suffern, Unit 8369, Rockland County, Local E44. Can I please have a motion, please?
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee
Second
Hogue.
made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. At this time, we have a resolution amending the Suffern Fire Department Service Award Program by increasing the service credit maximum from 30 years to 35 years. What we have going on is that we have some firefighters here who are still active. They bring a lot of knowledge that they share with different firefighters and their skills, and it's important to keep them. But they maxed out, so sometimes they don't, it doesn't always, we want to show them our appreciation and thank them, for what they're doing, and we want to keep them on our team. So I have a resolution amending the Suffern Fire Department Service Award Program by increasing the service credit maximum from 30 years to 35 years. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Motion made by trustee Alpert.
I guess we all want it.
Seconded by trustee Corrigan, trustee Osborn, and trustee Hogue. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Oh, I got to do a roll call vote now, okay? So that's what I was saying before. So a roll call vote. So trustee Alpert,
Yes.
deputy mayor Corrigan,
Yes.
trustee Hogue,
Yes.
trustee Osborn,
Yes.
and Mayor Curley, yes. Very good. All passed. Go ahead and tell those nice gentlemen that we want them to stay, all right? And we thank all you guys for doing a great job.
Yes.
Coming out at night, coming out different times to come out. It's very much appreciated, all right? Thank you very much, okay? I guess at this point, anyone nothing to say?
Mayor, did you have those other things you wanted to add that were mentioned?
Oh, I got two more I got to add now, okay. At this point, again, has to do in reference to, we losing our building inspector, went to heaven. I have a resolution appointing, Adam Gordon is right now our fire inspector. A fire, I discussed it with him, and discussed with the union too. A fire inspector can't sign building permits, but an assistant building inspector can sign building permits and also do fire inspections. So Adam is going to take on the role of assistant building inspector, still part-time, and then, the village is heavily considering doing a full-time position because we recognize the needs of our community, all right? So, but that's what we're going to be doing now. So I have a resolution appointing Adam Gordon as part-time assistant building inspector and confirming the mayor's appointment by the Board of Trustees. Can I have a motion, please? Oh, yeah. Can I have a motion, please?
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, trustee Alpert.
Second made by trustee Alpert. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. They also have a second one, a resolution setting a public hearing on the request of the Knolls at Ramapo Homeowners Association to change the name of the Ramapo Cirque Boulevard within the confines of the Knolls at Ramapo. I don't know, well, I'm sure the fire department knows, but when they get calls for this at the Knolls, they also have the same similar address over at the Ramapo Cirque, and it has caused confusion over the years. So I've been talking with the Knolls, and Knolls are going to change the name of, they're going to call it Ramapo, Cirque, Boulevard. They're going to call it, it's in the Knolls Round, but they're going to be changing the name of that. So we're going to help them with that. And let me see. It'll be called Knolls Boulevard instead, okay? Yeah, we call it Knolls Boulevard instead of, I had early on checked with chief of police, I also had checked on with the fire department a little bit of time back, and everyone agreed that this should be done. So, can I have a motion setting a public hearing on the request of the Knolls at Ramapo Homeowners Association to change the name of the Ramapo Cirque Boulevard within the confines of the Knolls at Ramapo? Motion, please?
Motion, trustee Alpert.
Made by trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Second, trustee
Second
Hogue.
made by trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, I guess that's it. I want everyone have a cool rest of the summer, next few weeks. Hope we stay cool. At this point, I guess we make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by trustee Osborn. Can I get a second, please?
Second, trustee Corrigan.
Second made by trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, folks.